For 5 months, huge protests have rocked Hong Kong. Hundreds of thousands of people taking on the authorities and the might of China.
佢哋都係為香港嘅前途，為下一代去到押上自己生命嘅一班人。
So why are they risking so much in an ever more violent battle?
即係其實我嘅角色係幫到好多人嘅，咁叫我唔好放棄咯。
And how will this struggle end for ordinary Hong Kongers?
Our city is really in a chaos. Right now, we can't see the future, but we are within the flame. Oh, 咁我而家都喺度睇緊嘅，咁其實仲有好多人嘅，我呢邊都叫做安全嘅，仲係啊。
Bobby and Joyce, not their real names, are monitoring police movements.
我而家仲喺嗰度啊！我聽到話而家即係我見到依家西環嗰邊多咗啲狗。
They're constantly on social media, feeding the information to a hub that shares it with the crowds. Part of a sophisticated web that makes these protests so hard to police and control.
There are 2 police cars. Send 翻上去。When police started to take action, they will have like maybe 20 or maybe even more cars. But still, we will update to the channel. They will know that, oh, there are 2 police cars just passed by.
Bobby is a veteran of the last big demonstrations in Hong Kong 5 years ago, but he's never seen anything like this.
I think it's different than other protests before because it is accumulate a lot of previous anger, frustrations and depression. All these emotions have been hidden underneath the society, all exposed in one protest or revolution.
Since June, hundreds of thousands of protesters have been out on the streets in Hong Kong. The demonstrations were sparked by a proposed law change allowing the extradition of Hong Kongers to face trial on mainland China. But they morphed into a movement demanding democracy and an end to the steady erosion of rights.
We are afraid China government will take this away from us. We will no longer have any freedom to protest, and that's why we feel really angry.
In an atmosphere of distrust and fear, protesters are wary of revealing their identity, and some have special reason. Gearing up is someone we're calling Eason. Protected from police eyes by the Hong Kong protesters' main weapon, the umbrella.
其實依家香港呢一場運動主要即係網絡上面都有講，咁主要就分咗2個類型嘅參與者。咁而我其實係由一個和平理性非暴力嘅示威者，變成一個越嚟越支持勇武派，然後甚至成為佢哋嘅一份子。
The so-called valiant counter the police on the front line of the protest.
啲警察而家喺嗰度咯，個防線，跟住 cut 咗個人龍，所以一啲人喺呢邊，一啲人喺嗰邊。 要諗辦法兜入去先會合到佢哋。
Easton's team is in downtown Hong Kong. They're holding territory from the police while the demonstrators march past.
警察舉咗黑旗，所以我哋去附近。
The black flag is the police's warning they're about to use tear gas.
而家子彈嚟啦！
And in response, the protesters light their barricades.
首先喺我身邊嘅絕大部分嘅年青人都係支持呢一場運動嘅。咁雖然可能佢哋會覺得個表達嘅方式可能有更好嘅方法，但係因為個政府已經失去咗我哋整代年輕人嘅信心。
It's not just the politically active out on the streets.
其實好坦白講，我係本身係一個好政治冷感嘅一個人嚟嘅。咁係真係自從6月份開始關心咗社會好多好多。
Holly is a professional nurse, and for months she's been supporting the protesters after her long shifts at the hospital.
咁當睇到新聞之後，見到有100萬人上街度遊行啦，咁到最後喺6月16號嘅時候，覺得係需要企出嚟嘅。我相信香港人即係有大部分香港人都係咁樣嘅。
Holly's one of many dedicated first aid volunteers who comes out on a regular basis.
呢個係紗布啦，咁呢個係可以去清洗一啲傷口嘅時候之後就可以幫佢抹嘅。咁呢兩個都係保護眼睛嘅。咁通常我哋會袋定一支比較大支啲嘅生理鹽水啦。如果有催淚彈嘅時候，令到隻眼有覺得有痛楚啦，覺得皮膚上可能有啲痛楚嘅時候，都可以攞嚟沖洗咁樣嘅。呢個頭盔呢，就係防如果有啲警棍毆啊咁嘅時候就可以用嘅，係啦，保護自己。
Violence has been steadily on the increase. Police regularly deploying rubber bullets and tear gas, resorting to brutal violence in the MTR underground. Protesters storming buildings and taking on the police on the streets. Meanwhile, the authorities have been slow to respond to the protesters' demands, preferring to condemn their actions.
Violence is not a solution to any problem. Violence will only breed more violence. And at the end of the day, the whole of Hong Kong and the people will suffer as a result of the loss of law and order in Hong Kong.
Unable to counter the superior force of the police, protesters have found inspiration in martial arts legend and Hong Konger Bruce Lee's mantra, "Be water."
Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend.
water has three forms. It can be concrete, liquid, or vaporized. When we apply it to the protest, when you have to be concrete, for example, you need to be united. You need to be geared up to fight back to gangsters or police. Then you need to be concrete, you need to be tough. If the violence from opposite side is higher than you, larger than you, or larger than us, you need to be liquid to leave from the dangers. For vaporized, is we are using social media to hide our real identity, and we vaporize our identity, you know. So government cannot catch every one of us.
Bobby has heard things are turning violent just a few blocks away.
HQ 而家會跟大隊行過去灣仔先嘅。
Just saw some people breaking the glasses in Wan Chai, protesters. So there are all riot police inside the station.
Some protesters have been vandalizing subway stations, which have become targets after accusations that the network is enabling police violence. The police response might be heavy on ordinary protesters. Time for them to be water and withdraw.
I'm bringing with my megaphone a little bit of the first aid stuff to tell people the escape route. 啱啱防暴 PP3 射咗催淚彈，最少1粒。小心踩到人啊！停 ，OK， 停得。
The government eventually withdrew the extradition bill, but protesters feel the authorities haven't sufficiently engaged with their demands.
I think the response from the government is really slow and too late. They always think they can control everything. They always think they have enough authority to silence our voice.
Frustration and anger over the police's use of force means the crowds keep coming onto the streets. And as darkness falls, the chances of violent confrontation increase. Frontliners are preparing Molotov cocktails. And Eason has his brick at the ready. One of many prepared by the crowd to throw at the police. But for many protesters, resorting to violence is a moral dilemma.
我係一個基督徒啦，我認識好多年青嘅基督徒，都好積極咁參與喺呢一場運動裏面。其實呢一樣嘢對我嚟講，都係一個內心嘅掙扎，就係到底我去抗爭嘅時候，我仲係唔係一個虔誠嘅基督徒呢？我哋帶住一個好沉痛嘅心去踏上前線。我哋每日都只能夠不斷認罪，不斷咁求神，希望佢明白我哋所做嘅嘢，至少係合理嘅，至少我哋對得住佢，至少我哋係願意去愛我哋嘅同胞。
The protesters moved out from the commercial city centre.
你影相俾我啦，見到。好高危啊！呢一幕都係。
There has been sporadic violence across the city.
有批防暴喺洛克道推緊過嚟，就嚟到波斯庫啦。
哇！軒尼詩道裝甲車。
We're heading out to a district further east. There's been trouble between the protesters and local residents. North Point is home to a large pro-China population. Fights have broken out. Finally, a man accused of attacking the protesters is badly beaten up. By the time Bobby arrives, the protesters are confronting a group of locals they accuse of being members of criminal gangs, blamed in the past for siding with the police.
Slightly worried that they might shoot to people again. When about to leave, they will, like a hamburger, to squeeze us out of the street.
The situation in Hong Kong is slipping further out of control. Over in Beijing, the Chinese state is celebrating its National Day. This year, the 70th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. A projection of unity and might. In Hong Kong, there are rumours of a heavy crackdown planned by the security forces. 6 demonstrations are planned over the day. Eason goes to one of the city's hotspots, Admiralty. Quickly, tensions begin to mount.
示威者都好憤怒嘅，所以我哋勇武派呢都好想去還擊。不過為咗令到我哋可以撤退，咁我哋有啲人就準備咗啲汽油彈，咁就喺後面行上嚟。
Eason is in a group of around 50 protesters who advance on the police positions. Holly and her team are in the thick of it as the crowd retreats. Holly's team is one of several in the area, all in touch on social media.
頭先有防暴開始開水炮車俾我哋，要走就走啦！右邊。
Many people are suffering the effects of tear gas.
慢慢呼吸，鼻吸氣呼，加油！走住下。
你要唔要佢？
And it's not just protesters. Bewildering running battles last throughout the day.
邊有 case？
邊有 case 啊？
銅鑼灣。
我唔知道啊，但係如果我哋散咗。
There's been bad news.
喂，而家係咪真係中咗實彈啊？
中咗啊，係中咗實彈啊！真㗎，荃灣嗰個。
立場
咁報咗 Team 2好似係立收到。
An 18-year-old boy has been shot in the chest by a police officer.
我哋啱啱收到即係TG 講啦，咁就有個喺荃灣就已經係有個 gunshot 咁樣嘅，即係中咗實彈，咁就其實睇到會好心痛啦，因為即係冇諗過，即係由6月到而家開始，原來最後真係有人因為實彈而受傷咁樣咯，係。
The scout, Bobby, is also out.
The police should protect citizens, not shooting at us. And the police want to protect himself. There are much more better way to stop the attack from the kid instead of shooting at him right in front of his chest.
National Day saw a large rise in violence by the authorities. Unable to counter the force, some protesters are beginning to talk of something almost apocalyptic called lam chow. Usually translated as, if we burn, you burn with us. Mutual destruction.
攬炒亦都係弱者最後嘅一種戰力。咁因為我哋人民作為弱勢嘅一方呢，我哋冇能力去抵抗到呢一種政權。咁除非我哋喺我哋要承受傷亡嘅情況下，我哋都要呢一種政權去讓步。
But for Holly, the escalation of violence and refusal of the authorities to give ground make her question what she can achieve.
覺得好似自己做幾多嘢都冇用，即係呢個社會都係咁。跟住就即係有啲氣餒啦，跟住之後就佢哋就話其實每個行業都做緊自己唔同角色嘅工作。咁好似我醫護界都好，死啦！我想喊添。即係可能好多朋友同我傾完之後都覺得我嘅角色好緊要咯，係，即係其實我嘅角色係幫到好多人嘅，咁叫我唔好放棄咯。
Hong Kong's protests seem to have gained a momentum of their own. And neither side knows where they will end.
Our city is really in a chaos. We don't know what's going to be the next step, but we are in the fire. Right now, we can't see the future, but we are within the flame.